Hi guys, welcome to another video from the Malton Motor Company. Today we've got a fantastic car to show you. This is a 1991 Jaguar XJS 5.3 litre V12, in case you hadn't noticed from the show plate on the front. It's obviously a coupe. It's the stage 1 facelift car. So this one has got the chrome and rubber bumpers still. It's still got the sleek lines, still got the elegant lines. It's got the revised rear side windows, which are smoked glass rather than the piece of plastic like the old ones, but it's still got the lovely door handles like the original. Really nice feel to them. Still got the original chrome mirrors. This one has got obviously the facelift rear end, which looks absolutely gorgeous. I love the back end of these. I think with these stage 1 facelift cars, you've got the best of all the XJSs up to that point. You've got galvanized panels on the car. You've got uprated electrics. You've still got the magnificent 5.3 litre V12. But you've also got the shaded rear lights. Looks so classy with those. But you're still retaining the beautiful chrome and rubber bumpers, which really suit the car. Looks a lot sleeker down the sides now because of that rear window. And as you can see, it's still complemented with the lattice wheels. Now these wheels have had some attention. They were in lovely condition, not damaged or anything. They were just very, very dull. So what we had is the whole set fully stripped, sandblasted, stripped, powder coated in sparkly silver. And then we had the rim from there to here diamond cut. And they just look absolutely out of this world. I'm not sure, but you can see the lovely powder coat of sparkly silver finish. We also went to the trouble and expense of £100 worth of new centre caps because the wheels deserve it. It's got original Pirelli P600 tyres, matching all round, and there's no corrosion on this car whatsoever. Underneath is absolutely like brand new. Please don't confuse this car with any other XJS on the market. It just is light years away from anything else you're going to see. This car hasn't got any oil leaks. It's got full service history. It's just been fully serviced by us with quality, genuine service items. It's had 2 air filters, which are a great expense. It's had a genuine oil filter, best quality oils. It's had a set of spark plugs, which were half a day's job to put those in. It's had a new set of wiper blades, but the modern ones, so you know, they don't deteriorate because they're all plastic, so they won't go rusty. And it's obviously had the wheels done. It's had new number plates made behind those show plates. It comes complete with a brand new spare wheel and spare tyre. Never been on the car. Like I say, we're going to go around in detail. This is not going to be a short video, folks, because there's so much to tell you. There's no bent bumpers. All the chrome aligns properly on the bumpers, as you can see. It's got all the original gaskets and seals all the way around. They're supple as anything. They're just like brand new. They've not perished. It's got no cracks in the light lenses, no bullet holes from stone chips. All the chrome's in fantastic condition. Headlight wash. It's got just like brand new fog lights at the front, but obviously you've got the Jaguar fog light covers, which are usually missing. It's got the later grille, which makes them look really handsome at the front. And obviously the later stage 1 facelift cars have the same bonnet as what the 6-cylinders used to have, because obviously anybody who knows, the V12s used to have a flattish lump in the middle of the bonnet. Well, These now have the later ones have the power bulge in the bonnet, just like the 6 cylinders did. So it just looks really, really nice, the bonnet now, on these V12s. As you can see, I'm going to get down on my hands and knees a bit, because you've got to do, because it's so low. You can see the front valance is absolutely mint. There's no corrosion on those metal bits underneath. All the grill there underneath the back, underneath the front bumper, right underneath. They usually drop into pieces and rotten. That's absolutely perfect. This car has done only 28,000 miles from new, and it's finished in silver with Savile grey leather. So obviously, as you can see, it's absolutely straight as a die down the sides. The frost silver on these cars looks absolutely, it makes them look so fresh. But just to lift it, we just did the wheels, powder coated the wheels, diamond turned the edge, and as you can see, when the sun hits them, they just look absolutely out of this world. So moving round onto this part, headlight, perfect. Original Jaguar lights, as you can see, no damage, no stone chips, no damaged indicators, all perfect. And again, underneath there, perfect. All the seals, perfect. You won't get many people zooming into an XJS. This car was repatriated into this country in 2017, I believe. Just had to double check the paperwork, but I'm sure it was 2017. It was obviously made here originally, Browns Lane car, but then it was exported to its first owner in Japan, where it resided, and obviously they didn't use it very much because it's only done 28,000 miles. And obviously when it came across here, it's had another private owner, which we bought it from, and then it's come here, and that's the story with the car. The guy who bought it in this country in about 2017, he spent a lot of money on the car in maintenance, like you have to do with these cars. They're a fairly high maintenance car, although these later ones are far superior to the early cars. We put some front brake pads in it, and a new front brake pad fitting kit. So that's all the front brakes done. The back brakes were absolutely fine. They don't need anything doing. The discs are fine on the back, the inboard discs, the pads are absolutely fine. And the car brakes very, very well. Obviously the front pads, as we've only just fitted them, I want bedding in when the new owner gets it. But there you go. So this car will be sold with 12 months MOT, independently done up the road. I think it's well MOT'd now, but we always put 12 months MOT on our cars. We're fully confident with the car. The car underneath, when it came to this country, obviously because it's coming back here, has been fully treated with a special like coating underneath. It's not under seal, it's not wax oil, it's nothing I've seen before. It's like a polyripple type coating, and it's done very, very, very neatly over all the floors and the sills and everything. And then it's obviously been painted black after, but that will just preserve it for forever. It looks like it's set like concrete. It looks absolutely fantastic. A beautiful uniform finish which will protect that car, no problem. We've gone round all the usual areas with some clear cavity wax, just a double, belt and braces job, in case anybody does get caught short in the rain. It's not a car you're going to use every day, is it? It's a weekend car or a classic car show car, owners club car. But wherever that car goes, if the if the judge at a classic car show, has got reasonable vision and and he's not being paid off to he's not being paid off to sort of judge another car and make it win, that will win the show. It's got to do. There's not a mark on it. There's no scratches, there's no chips, there's no dents. It is absolutely like a brand new car. It is the very, very, very best you're ever going to get. I dare say we will never, ever get one in that condition. You just have to excuse me, I think a lorry's going by. None of the glass is scratched or chipped. The windscreen's mint. You know, you can look round probably 100 XJSs before you find one like half as good as this. You know, I've looked at them all on the Auto Trader and on Car and Classic. I've looked at them all. They've got off-colour panels. There's rust. There's no clean lines. The wheels want refurbing. There's chips all over the bonnet. There's chipped windscreens, cracked windscreens, rusty chrome, dented chrome. None of the bumper bars are rippled with, you know, because they've never had any pressure against them. Like, you know, when someone's rubbed up against them, they sort of ripple out these. Nothing like that. The boot lid's perfect. There's no corrosion, signs of corrosion or anything on the whole car. The roof's mint where the water goes down the front pillars and drains out. They're mint. The exhausts, look at the exhausts. They're just like brand new. In fact, look under there. It's not all full of filler like the ones that you'll see here. That is clean-edged original spot welds, and I'm not ashamed to show you under there because the car is absolutely mint everywhere you look. Let's have a look round underneath the back of this side. Look at that exhaust, like brand new, and all the original spot welds, not all full of filler under there like they normally are. And even the drain rubbers right at the tyre edge there are still intact. They've usually dropped out or been filled over. Electric aerial works perfectly. And what I will tell you is, let's wait until this lorry goes by again. Seems a bit busy at the minute. I will tell you that everything works on the car, including the air conditioning. The last owner had the air conditioning serviced and various parts on it replaced. XJSs really want air conditioning working. They're so tight inside and small in the cabin that even though they're a big car, you want aircon working, and this one works absolutely perfectly on the thermostat, absolutely perfectly in the car. Just want to show you around all the edges. Like I say, it's not going to be a quick video because there's just so much to show you. I want you to get a full idea of how mint this car is. Look at that under there. All the bushes are mint underneath. There's no play on anything. This car will go straight through its MOT, no advisories. All the tyres are mint. Let's take a look underneath the bonnet. There you go. .3 litre V12, 300 horsepower, plenty of power, so smooth. Absolutely lovely. All at the front, underneath the bonnet, soundproofing still all intact. Absolutely gorgeous. All the inner wings, all the drain runs, everything. Absolutely beautiful. Just pull the bonnet down. As you can see by the video now, you can see the seats absolutely like brand new. Look at that. Just absolutely brand new, aren't they? Oh, the wood on the dashboard's brilliant. I mean, on most ones that you see, all the wood's cracked, the ski slope in the middle is cracked, all the veneers are cracked around the trip computer. Look, if you look at that, the trip computer is working, the display. It's got a wooden walnut gear selector handle, and of course it's had a new headliner at some point as well, because that is absolutely mint. If you want an XJS that's well sorted out, this is the car. None of the switches or buttons on the ski slope are lifting like you see. That's perfect. Armrest is perfect. Carpets are beautiful. got all the original underlay under there. Look at all this, absolutely mint, no rust. Door cards, door veneers, absolutely perfect, no water damage or anything on the veneers, no damage on the door cards, on the leather, armrest perfect, no damage round here or on the chrome. We fitted, I forgot to mention actually, we fitted 4 brand new Harman Kardon speakers to this car, so both front door cards, and then we got in the back and we took those panels out and we put brand spanking new Harman Kardon rear speakers, so the stereo system is fantastic. I'll talk about that in a second because the stereo system is something else. Look at that back seat, the headliner. If you always wanted an XJS and you've never had a chance to treat yourself, this is the car. But also, if you've been looking at XJS's, look at that. If you've been looking at XJS's and you're absolutely sick to the back teeth of going to see absolute knackers, which they are, at other garages at top money, because all the XJS's seem to be mega money now, and there's cars that deserve it like this, which you have to pay or you will not own one as mint as this, or you can go and pay just 5 grand less and it'll want 10 or 15 grand spending on it. Let's have a look in the boot. There you go. It's had a new battery, recent battery on it. It's got the battery in there, all the carpet's nice. It's got all the jack and toolkit and bits and pieces in there. Just look at that, brand new wheel, new tyre. And all underneath the boot lid there, look, you can see, absolutely mint, no rust or corrosion. Now I'm going to come to this because this is the stereo part of the stereo system. Can you see how somebody there, look, has managed to fit fantastically, I think, a rear parking camera? So you've not got rear sensors, but you've got a rear parking camera. And look at that, you can't tell it's there, can you? But the view from the screen is absolutely perfect. And you're thinking, what do you mean screen? Well, when I get in the car in a second, I'm going to demonstrate it to you, and you just won't believe it. And let's have a strike up of the car as well, if I can fit in here while oh crikey, while I'm still videoing. I'm not sure if I can. Right, I'm not bad at doing 2 things at once, but it's a case of I can't get my body to do what I want it to do. Right, see it strike straight up. Lovely. That buzzer will go off in a second. Right, let's just put it into neutral. And this Pioneer system here, look, this is unbelievable. This, it just looks in keeping in the car as far as I'm concerned, but it's a £850 unit, and then obviously I've upgraded the speakers as well. It's got hands-free telephone built in and the rear view camera, and if you press that, this is what happens. Look at this. It's got Apple CarPlay and everything. Look at that. Oops. All touchscreen. Apple CarPlay. I can't get it to do anything now, look. But it does work because I've just had it working recently. Oh, it's because my phone's connected to it actually. Anyway, whoever comes down to see the car, it's got DAB radio as well, Bluetooth, iPod connectivity, which is so you've got Apple CarPlay and everything, which is actually under there. Look, can you see? Lovely clean glove box, and it's got the Apple CarPlay thing there, so you put your iPhone or your iPod or whatever you want in. As you can hear, I'm not that au fait with it. I can't get anything. Anyway, it does work because I had it play. Oh, here we go, look. Sounds fantastic, the stereo system. Anyway, I don't know what that's a CD, what's in it, what somebody's left in. Anyway, So there you go, look, there's the reverse camera. Can you see? So you've got reverse camera, you've got Apple CarPlay, so you can have navigation on there, you can play all your music, you've got CD player, you've got everything, and then it all folds away like this, and it's a Pioneer as well, so it's really good. Lovely. Put it into park, and then just rev it up a bit so you can hear it. Absolutely sweet as a nut. Look at that inside. Just absolutely awesome. Look at the wood and everything. This car is perfect. It's as perfect as what you're ever going to get. Look at the veneers in the back, mint. There'll be some XJS owners who will absolutely die for this. Or enthusiasts will. There you go, aerial look all the way up. You can hear it running. What a car, what a car. If you're interested in this car, all enthusiasts and Jaguar fans, get on the phone, it won't be here long. In fact, to be honest, over the last couple of days, I've been debating whether to actually keep this car for myself, because it's so good that I'm never going to be able to find, I know I'm not, I'm never ever going to be able to find a car that's exactly how I would want it. Absolutely mint, with everything on it, with that stereo system in it, with the wheels done like that, the colour, the leather colour, you know, the headliner done, service history, aircon working, facelift, stage 1 facelift model. It's never going to find one, not absolutely as mint as this. There's not a mark on it. I mean, look at that. Look at that bonnet. Massive bonnet there, not a chip on it. Absolutely unbelievable. Look at the windscreen glass, perfect. I was thinking about keeping it. In fact, to be honest with you, if nobody buys that car in the next month, I'm going to take it off sale and I'll end up keeping it myself, because the car is just going to, that car, because of the condition and the way it is and the way it runs and the way it drives perfectly and the way it looks and all the bits and pieces it's got with it, that car will just grow money over the next few years like you won't believe. It will double its money within 5 years. I predict that car will double its money between the next 5 and 8 years. It's got to do, if of course it's kept in that pristine condition like that. This car is for sale currently. Unless I go in the showroom and look at it one day and think I've got to have it, because I'm like that now. But at the moment it is for sale, so if you want to buy it, just come and get it before I change my mind. And it's £26,995. There's cars out there that are £20,000 and £25,000 that are light years away from that in terms of how well that is sorted out and everything works on it. Central locking, electric windows, electric mirrors, trip computer, aircon's working perfectly well. There's no squeaks, no oil leaks, no damage. All the components underneath look like the brand spanking new with all the paint on. The subframes are mint. Like I say, there's no oil leaks or any water leaks or power steering leaks, nothing. It's absolutely bang on. The wheels are mint, tyres are mint. It's going to go 12 months MOT before it goes out. I've waxed very lyrical about this car, but you've got to do, because this is a piece of British motoring history. You just will not, I mean, this, don't get me wrong, this car is 1991 car. It's a seriously old car, and it just looks like brand spanking new. So this is exactly what people describe as a time warp car, except I'm being accurate when I describe it as a time warp car. It's not a sales pitch, it's actual reality. The car is 26,995. The telephone number to call us on is 07759 938 395. And I'll guarantee you now, this car would go in a Jaguar car museum without any doubt at all. This would stand in a Jaguar car museum and it would look like brand new. You know, I don't know if anybody who's watching has been down to Gaydon, to the Jaguar Heritage Place museum there. this will be, if that was parked in there, it would be one of the best condition cars in there. So if you're interested, guys, give us a shout. Thanks for persevering with me while I've gone through everything and waxed lyrical about it. But you know, anybody who sees this car in the flesh, you know, perhaps the video doesn't do it justice, perhaps the photographs I've taken won't do it justice. If you really are interested in buying the car, then please come down and you can see it, whatever the weather, in our heated, well-lit showroom, because that's where it's going now, and it'll stay in there until somebody purchases it over the next month or so. Like I say, if it was springtime or summer or early summer, then I think that would have swayed me to keep it, to be honest. But there again, if it hasn't sold within a month, I might still keep it. But the chance there is there, folks, at the minute, to buy yourself a proper, genuine time warp car, which has just never wanted for anything. Thanks for watching, folks. Talk to you soon.